to us it still feels like heaven, 'cause we don't let the bad vibes get in. We don't let them win. Testify to the strength of a true bond, flying high over the heads of a rude mob, staying by the revolution of the whole clock, kill 'em all with love. I don't care if they're talking about us. No, I don't care if they put us down. No, I don't care if the sky falls around us. We're riding on a pink cloud. Oh, oh. Whoa, oh, 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 oh. I don't care. We're riding on a pink cloud. Whoa, oh, 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 oh. Our mother is the boom in the baseline. Our father is the backbeat halftime. They say we were born under a bad sign. We say yes, so what? We're the ones who create our own world. Friendly assassins known as pegboard. All glory and praise to the bad Lord. Kill 'em all with love. I don't care if they're talking about us. No, I don't care if they put us down. No, I don't care if the sky falls around us. We're riding on a pink cloud. Oh, oh. Whoa, oh, 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 oh. I don't care. We're riding on a pink cloud.
All right, it's Mark, and it's time to start our live show this week. It is July 20, 2016, and let me get rid of this welcome screen. All right, so I have a lot of stuff lined up today. To start the show, let's see here. So about 2 weeks ago, we had a video that we showed. Someone submitted, and his name was Pablo Ayala. I think that's how you say it. And he is from Killer Tree on YouTube. And he went by Mr. Papapada, if you guys recall. And we showed, he did this sort of outdoors clay animation where the characters were had this natural sunlight coming in. And you can see sort of the sun going down as the characters are moving and everything. It was actually really cool. And last week he sent me through email, he sent me this a new video that they did, and I forgot to show it last week, so I'm going to show it this week. And so this is again from Killer Tree on YouTube, and this says this is our presentation video for the channel. It shows the Killer Tree story. So I'm going to play this. And it's only about 1.5 minutes, but it's pretty interesting. So let's do this and this. All right. All right. So, nope, the contest is not today. It's going to be next week. Animatost. It's haunting, I think, was the topic. So that's for next week. So, anyways, let me put this back. So I'm still experimenting with some settings on this OBS, but you can see that when I play videos now, I think it was last week or the week before, I played a video with captions. I guess it was the Star Trek video, and so I noticed that the bottom part of the screen here that we add on with all this border was covering that. So now we can take that all away, and you can read captions and things. So that was kind of a neat thing that I figured out there. Hopefully it makes it easier for you guys. And all right, so that was from Killer Tree. And so let's see what else now. There's a lot of stuff to talk about in terms of our website. Now, I have changed things up a bit on here again, just a little bit. Let me see what Peter's saying here real quick. So I don't know if you guys have noticed. So the site has a few changes. Now, the forums in particular have a big change. If you guys haven't noticed that the forums have been really slow, and I believe this is because as time goes on, there's been about 1 million Facebook groups out there for stop motion now. Like literally, I mean, there are the same people kind of go to the same different created forums on Facebook. I guess they call them fan pages or groups. And so a lot of the people are going to Facebook now instead of websites. And so what I've done is, since it's been really slow, I kept the most common or the most popular places on the site there. So we've got the 5-week challenge entries, which I haven't touched, and the welcome mat where our members have been introducing themselves and whatnot. And also, so what I did is I took all of the topics and I put them all into one and just moved everything into it. So no topics were deleted, no forum posts were deleted or anything like that. Just everything was moved over. And you can go in there and you can see how it looks. So for example, like it's been about 2 weeks, this Johnny Bender started this topic 2 weeks ago. And then this person, let's see, that would have been Serenthia, I guess. That was from a month ago. So a lot of people just aren't really posting, and it's just a fact of life, But of course, the most important place that we're keeping open are the challenges, because that's where we post our entries. And so also, what else now? And I have been getting a lot of feedback as well. Now the network, the first page, we just updated this yesterday. We've got the latest version of the social network installed. And it's still, I'm hoping that they'll work on speed improvements because the site is still a little bit slow. But now I've added a poll on here, and I want to know what you guys think about it. I ask a question on here: should we post and report on only family-friendly stop motion news on our social media? Because there's so many people out there making films. For example, Lee Hardcastle, I guess his name is. He's got all kinds of gory stop motion and clay animation films, and they're really super popular. And I just don't know if you guys would be offended if I posted, for example, like really bloody, gory stuff in our social media. And so some people had made a comment, or at least one person did. Let's see here. Everybody's messaging me all at once here. So for example, like on our Twitter page, what we post on Twitter is the same as what you find on our Facebook page that we post. So here's our Facebook fan page. So like for example, tonight what I posted was that we have a live show going on right now, so everybody can find it. And I've also got scheduled posts, so I don't post everything all at once. But if you scroll down, for example, here is a stop motion film we posted by Shugo Tokumaru, and it's a stop motion short film And if you scroll down even more, there's like some robot chicken news as well. So some of this stuff is adult related, but there's also some new stuff that I found which is really super gory, and I just wanted to know what you guys think about if we start posting like really gory stuff, really gory animations on our social media. Is that good or bad? If you guys want to leave your opinions about that, you can do so by taking the poll, or just sending me a message as well. Or so yes, haunting is the topic for the latest monthly challenges. So if you guys want to, now that's something that Randy wrote to me also today. He said, where are the latest monthly challenges on the site, and how do I enter? And so I was thinking also of maybe putting up top here in the top right corner of the site, like a little banner that you can click so that you can find the monthly challenges, because I think that if it's hard for people to find, I think this is kind of the central point of the site is, we have our network, the live show, and the challenges. And so if it's hard for anybody to understand how to join, or get involved in any of those, then we're going to make changes. So what do you guys think? I mean, should I put like a little banner up here and make it where you can click it and find the latest challenge, or something similar? You guys think that's a good idea? And so Gabriel says, my opinion is that art is art, but it's a tough call. Yeah, I mean, I don't know really like the age group of people, like other little kids visiting our website, and should I have warnings? I think it was Henry. Who was it that said that? Or Mr. Force. Let me see here real quick. Let's see here. Let's see. So I think we're going to talk about Peter Montgomery's work tonight, and he says he can't get on the show here. All right. Well, I don't know what to do there for him. He'll probably have to just watch the recording, which is, I guess, okay. And so, okay. So Jason is saying that he likes the banner idea, but for the live show. And Beard Botnik says probably too much work, but if anything, not safe for work. Videos would be best locked behind a login that does a birth year check or something. That's a good idea. That's not a bad idea. Maybe we can do something like that. But I mean, I was thinking, because I kind of post to all the social media, like Facebook and Twitter. So I don't really post news directly to the site. So I don't know if that's possible. I guess it could be. Like I could try to. There might be a setting in there someplace for that. That's not a bad idea. And so Hoser Lou says it can't hurt to make it as easy as possible to see what the challenges are. And Gabriel says, yep, a button for fast entry would be good. Okay. So Beyond Vision is here. That's good. Okay. Wink, wink. I think I know. Oh. Okay. All right. Gotcha. All right. Yeah, I figured it out, Peter. So Peter is here. All right. I thought you were going to go incognito there, but I think you just gave yourself up. All right. So anyway, yeah, I think I might work on that later, guys, and just like put a little banner up here. Maybe both the challenges and the live shows. Like maybe if you click on one, it would go to the playlist for like the latest live show that we broadcast or something, and then the other one would be for our challenges. Yeah, because if you I guess let me see. So Randy. The way that you get to it normally is you just scroll down, like you click on our 5-week challenges button here, and then to enter for the latest forum thread for the challenge, you just click down here. Either click the banner there, and when you scroll down, it says June 22nd to July 27th. Topic is haunting. So that's where you would post your video link. So right in here. So like Claymara posted hers, and Joy also did. So hopefully that's not too hard to figure out for people. And if it is, like I say, I'll just add the banners and see how it goes. That's all I can do. What else can I say now? Yeah, so I think Mr. Force was mentioning with the not safe for work stuff here. I think he, where did he say? So his opinion was that just saw the poll you have on the network, which I just added earlier and showed you guys. And he says, I like a clean, safe place for kids to visit online, but maybe you can have a section with warnings somewhere else on the site that puts it out a first site view, and then where do you draw the line? People said that Mark Twain stop motion was demented and too dark for kids, and on the flip side, some said that Pee-wee's Playhouse was harmful too. So that's a good point. I mean, I could kind of show you guys an example maybe sometime. I mean, I don't know. It's like Phil Tippett's. Phil Tippett's work is dark and everything, but I can't show it anyway. It's copyrighted, but Lee Hardcastle is something I was thinking of where most of this stuff is really gory. Monsters getting killed all the time. This kind of stuff. So lots of blood or there's some which are like really creepy, like silicone puppets that look like they're body parts, and I don't know. Maybe I'm overthinking it too. Yeah, Mad God. That's a good example of. And what's the latest one he's working on? Mad God Part 2, I guess, as well. Yeah, Randy. It's that's where you can check out the monthly challenges. Or actually, they're 5. I keep calling them monthly challenges, but it's 5-week challenges. I gotta correct myself. All right. So now for the rest of the show, I guess that kind of covers everything that we need to talk about there. Forums, live show. Yeah, so for our live show, maybe, I don't know. I'm going to review all this stuff as well, our page, and make sure that maybe I can try to add like a playlist here of our previous shows as well. So you can just go on the page and actually instantly view all our previous shows on the site without having to like click here and go all over the place. I'll try to make it easier for people. Yeah, the Doom video is really cool. It's really cool. He's got tons and tons of videos. I mean, Lee Hardcastle. I was talking to my friend Webster recently. Someone had imitated one of his videos and made a zombie clay animation that was really gory. And I mean, his characters and everything are not super well sculpted or anything. They're really quickly made, and and I guess for good reason, because he chops them up with chainsaws and blows off their heads with BFGs and all that kind of stuff. And so he doesn't really need his stuff to be polished, but he's wildly popular. So he's got like 2 million hits on just one of his videos from 4 years ago, and 1 million hits here, 500,000 there. So people really love it. And people that imitate him also, sometimes become really popular. And my friend Webster and I were looking at it, and we try to, spend a lot of time on sculpting really intricate characters and clean and super well animated, if we can help it, and make it look really polished. And then I showed him pancake mines from Knox Corner. So it's like, oops. So if you guys have ever subscribed to Robert Benford before, his Pancake Mine video has almost 6 million views, And if you look at it, you would think that it's made by, like a 10-year-old, the way that the characters are so simple, they don't have any faces or anything like that. And, the humor is, it's really a funny video. It's so simple, but it's really funny because it's almost the absurdity and stupidity of the video itself makes it popular, because it's really horrible, to be honest, right? If you watch it. But it's so horrible that you had to laugh at it. And I think that's why it's so popular. And I was trying to tell my friend Webster, I said, people like that kind of stuff. And you look at something that's really intricately made and you compare it to this, for whatever reason, people just like this, So he was totally baffled by that something like this could be, that popular. And I was like, yep, people like that. So, all right. So let me see here. Where are we now? I'm going to close this. And we're going to start talking about Peter Montgomery's Dark Earth now. Let me see what you guys were saying real quick. I've been kind of... okay, so... yep, so... Hoser Lou is saying that I think just note that the content is gory and that's all you need to do. And Hoser Lou says a mature audience only note. Yeah, I could do that. Or even like a NSFW, which is not safe for work tag. I think do most people know what that means? Maybe I can just do that. And what's the thing on there? Oh, you talking about Lee Hardcastle there? Let me see. Yeah, that's a cacodemon. Is it a cacodemon? Let me see here. I think I might have... Let me see if I can find it. Yeah, those are all video game characters, Peter. I don't know if you've ever played Doom before. It's really... Doom 1. Oops. I'll show you really quick. This probably shows it here. And this was the first-person shooter, I believe, ever. No, actually it wasn't. Castle Wolfenstein was the first. And then this was, I think, the second. This is like an offshoot of that called Doom. And so you can go around in the 3D world and shoot these monsters and whatnot. So this is the premise of the Lee Hardcastle Doom clay animation, where he goes through and he's got like a chainsaw and shotguns and all that kind of stuff. I mean, this is something that, I played for hours when I was younger, when I was still in high school. And it was the first game that you could mod. They call it modifications, but, short for that is mod. And they had all these programs you could download, and when you load it up, you could make your own world. So you could put, walls and ceilings and different textures, and, it was kind of like a developer program you could download with this kind of content on there. And some people, I think it was recently, somebody made this into a stop motion with maybe it wasn't stop motion, but the Seinfeld TV show, they turned it into like a parody of that, where they made all the characters into all the characters of Seinfeld and then shot them up. It's a really popular game. But I'll see if I can... let's see here. So here's one of the characters, in the game. This is one of them that you probably saw. So anyway, it's pretty cool. All right, so moving forward. So if you guys remember, Peter Montgomery had started a project called Dark Earth that we talked about maybe about 2 years ago. And it's been a really super long time since we talked to him or talked about him. That's because he kind of went underground for a bit while he worked on his project, which has some funding and also the help of some big names in Hollywood, actually. Let me scroll down here. So, looks like... I just want to make sure I get this correct, because I'm very bad with names. So, Kent Burton is animating the Tyrannosaur, which... so there's a Tyrannosaurus Rex that Peter is creating, and he's creating the Tyrannosaurus Rex in a way that is old school, like something that Willis O'Brien would have created, where the T-Rex isn't so much parallel body-wise to the ground when he walks, but his body's kind of upright like the old movies, like the old stop-motion films. So so Dark Earth, actually, maybe I can kind of give an idea about it. It's about some characters that create a ship and go to a different world, and they have an adventure that they go on. And when they go onto this other planet, there are monsters and dinosaurs and all kinds of creatures, and they're done in stop motion. But they're not done in stop motion where it's cartoony, like something like Coraline or Kubo and the Two Strings. This is all trying to keep the older art form alive, where dynamation techniques would be used, but with modern technology. So instead of having, for example, paint on glass, which is something that Ray Harryhausen would have used to make like foreground foliage, and then rear screen projection is another technique where, for example, if you have the Cyclops on the beach and you have all the characters that want to kill the Cyclops, you would have a background plate of maybe an ocean or whatever, with maybe a ship or two out there, maybe some birds flying around, some seagulls, and that could be a background plate that you project one frame at a time behind the puppet on a 3M screen, which is like a translucent material that, from behind, when you project something on it, it will look like whatever you filmed. So anyway, the modern technique, of course, is chroma keying, where you use computer software like After Effects. So it's really kind of ambitious. He says that Kent Burton will be animating the Tyrannosaurus at the Kyoto Brothers studio, and the sculpt is from Vincent Gostini and an armature by Leo Orozco. So Lionel is known for making armatures for, I think, did he work on Nightmare Before Christmas? I think he might have. But for sure, he's made tons of stuff for Will Vinton Productions. For example, the PJs, which is a series on TV. And Kevin Connor wrote for it. So a lot of big names, and I think that you guys will enjoy this. Now, I've got some pictures to show. This particular photo here is a model. So I can do this real quick. And, wrong button there. There we go. There's over 4,000 rivets in this model here. And so the amount of work that has gone into this is really astounding. And this is all done, in a house, in his house, Peter Montgomery's, for the most part. So this is something that, because of modern technology, he's able to take something like this and perhaps film it against a green screen and just use computers, and he doesn't need a gigantic set, like a giant Hollywood soundstage to do this. So this is really kind of amazing that, anybody out there can do this as well, just by sort of following his example. So let me do this. So here's a front shot. And it appears like there's some sort of foam squirted inside there. Not really sure. Not really sure what he has planned for the interior. Maybe to light it up somehow. So here's another view. You can see all the rivets involved. And there's a little hatch on the top and a door on the side here. Got some little hand grips to get up top. And it looks like maybe a little latch, maybe for not sure what yet. Another close up. Here's a close up of the latch. So really neat and really super detailed. So Randy says Lionel made the Gary and Mike armatures too. So Gabriel says, Mark, that ship reminded me of a stop motion music video, Hate Me, from industrial band Pain. Is an Asimov inspired short film. Yeah. So the style of this is mostly like a steampunk kind of, look to it. And you can see here, let's see here we go. The interior set that Peter and his friends had built together. And you can see the green screen behind there allows for, for them to appear to be flying around in space. And it's a really great effect. Looks awesome. Okay. So Peter is saying the window was not in yet for the front. So here's another shot. Front of the ship. Let me see something here. So it's called I think it's called what, the Nemesis? Is it, Peter? The Nemesis ship? Let's see. So really nice, and this is all, done, I believe, in After Effects, perhaps. I'm not sure how Peter was doing this, but it looks great. You can see this is a shot through the glass, the front of the ship, the Nemesis. And Hoser Lou says, very Captain Nemo. Gabriel says, amazing shot. And so Peter says that he lit the set green screen with green LED strips, and it works brilliantly. That's awesome. I never thought to do that. But it makes sense, right? Lining it with green LEDs. So here's some of the costumes as well. And this, I guess, is set in maybe the early 1900s. You can see the green screen back here. Okay. So Peter built it himself, and it took about 6 months to build this set. And in a little bit, we're going to watch a video showing a walk around of the entire set, and also some of the controls and things, which is really cool. Then we're going to show the stop motion monster that is part of this particular film. That looks probably like the best Dynamation style puppet I've ever seen. Like where there's motion blur and atmosphere and lasers, and so we're going to get to that after this. But you can see here some of the things that he's used in the creation of his set. Some of the plexiglass material, plastic material here. And we got some, looks like, okay, so this is probably the exit up top here through the port. That's the rear of the ship. So here's Peter looking through from above. Most likely green screened in there. Or not green screen, probably just Photoshop, right? Ah, okay. So Peter's saying it's set in 1915. Here are some stills of the hatch and the controls on the side wall and the two seats as well. The back and or that's I guess the maybe the pilot seat. And I asked Peter about all these things here. These are you know, brass and some painted parts and all of the little dials actually work, which is really neat. All right, so that kind of gives you guys an idea of what he's been up to. And so here we're going to watch a 3-minute long or almost 4-minute long video of what he was doing and what it looks like. So let's see. Alright, so that kind of gives you guys an idea of the set itself. And then we've also got a walkthrough around the set here, which is about 7.5 minutes long. And we're going to watch this, and then let's see here. Make this large. Maybe I'll load this up so you guys can see what people are saying. Oop. Here we go.
I can't open up the photos, I don't think.
No, I'll make them
I believe this is as loud as I can get it. It's not super
So we've got one light up at the top, up there.
not super loud, so I
With
apologize
gels
for that if it seems
and
kind of
hanging
low.
down, and we've got
low
the other light
volume.
directly after the gel, so it's like one light's diffusing and one light's natural, I guess. Up on that exact point, and then here, there we've got the LED panel and it's got an orange gel on it. So
You've got it on full brightness.
full blast. Yeah. So yeah. So how did you feel about your day there, filming all that?
Well, you know, for something that started out as a simple concept, fairly simple, in this set, was to light a green screen, which took 5 hours to light properly. We ended up using green gels, actually on halogens, which is a little risky, but it paid off. Predominantly though, the filming went fairly quickly, but started at, not got the watch on, 10 o'clock this morning, and it's got to be after, I can tell you exactly what time it is, it's just coming up for 5 to 11. So that's in the evening. That's an average day for filming, and we've got more to do. Some pyrotechnics next time, the crash landing, but everything we set out to shoot today has been nailed, very successfully.
Cool, man.
Yeah.
And just give a quick tour of the ship. There's the phone there, you know.
Yeah, we've
some
got all the
control panel.
dials which have now been put in because they weren't in the previous mock-up shot that we did with myself and Brooke. We've got some lights in there, just some basic kind of card facings with numbers and things on them, just bits and bobs up there that don't do much. You can turn all those, that's all functional. Got a bit of light in there, and these are good fun. Kind of position those wherever you like, really. And a little lamp at the end there too that can go on and off.
You've got the seat belts, obviously, are quite important for the.
Yeah, well, those are actually cut out of hardboard and just kind of screwed together. They were a bit of a labour though, but they've got a spring mechanism in them, so when you push the lock in, you can see the front of it. The whole thing actually rotates and locks this in place, and it's a simple twist. Yeah. Back out again, so they're all done like that and then fitted onto the back of the chairs, 4 in total.
There's my chair over there.
They're all made by
Kind of needs to be a bit fixed because I was jolting so much.
yeah, ripped out the wall. I need to put some screws in there actually, Martin. That's probably the best thing to do with that.
Try this image. Oh, that was a. There we go. And do a quick spin round. See all the controls down there. Brooke was operating all those today.
Yeah,
You know,
had all
lots
this.
of lights and.
Had all these all were functioning, you know, and just kind of just mucking about and pushing bits and pieces here and there, and yeah, I mean, it went well, it went very well. The door actually was pretty bare-arsed, did a nice shot there
Let's turn the ISO up so you can see it there.
of the thing closing, and ultimately put a tilt into the shot which looked really effective, like a kind of you're locked in now kind of moment. But yeah, it was blank before, so I've added the strips to it and then all the rivets, and it's given it that kind of nice sort of submarine industrial feel to the whole thing. So yeah, and it was an afterthought as well. One of these last minute things. I said the set's finished, and it wasn't. I thought, no, I can do that or I can do this, but that's it now. It's completely done.
So it's a totally closed set.
It's completely concealed, yeah. No matter where you point the camera, you know, you've got set, so you can't actually take a wall out of this thing. I should probably let you see just how much room that we have to operate here, and it's ridiculous. Let's open that door up.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's literally the studio door here, and that's as far as that's as
Chuck
far.
the ISO up. I don't know if you'll be able to see out into the night there, but it's night time now, obviously, so we can't. That's the garden bit there.
And what about the section that has to be walked down there, Martin? It's just
So the bit that has to be walked. I'll take the camera off. Going freehand here.
This is crazy.
Freehand. Here we
Just
go.
in case you thought we had a great big studio.
Yeah, I've whacked the ISO up, so it's probably pretty grainy right now. But yeah, if we go down here, this is the corridor that we have to go down. It's going to go past all this stuff. Go out to the green screen area. You can see how that's where the support wall ends. That's my walkway. Right here, and you can see some above shots. There's the corridor we can get down, and that's the only access that we've got. But here you go inside. Alright. You see all the detail inside, all the lovely finishings. Bit of equipment, recording equipment around. Top hat, some switches, dials, levers. Yep. And if we go down to this side, you'll see that is the other side.
Which is practically impossible to get down, but you can do it, kind of.
So, there you go, bit of a tour of the Nemesis. And so, hopefully we'll have something for everyone to see soon. Try and get back down here again. Oh my, hang on, it's changing hands. Here we go.
It's just ridiculous, isn't it? It was even worse before. Do you remember
Oh
actually
my
all the
God.
screws sticking out?
I'm stuck to the power cable. Okay.
Trapped.
And we're back inside. Nearly. Oh, stuck to the door. Put the ISO back. I should have maybe turned it down for when we were in the... There you go. Back down to kind of... So, bit of a tour there. It's quite exciting. Look forward to the next crash landing bit, eh?
Absolutely.
Right.
Should we leave the final shot for the shutting off of power, and then we can see all the lights vanish? Apart from the dashboard, of course.
Okay.
That'll be quite effective.
We'll go back here.
Yep. Signing off, peeps.
See you later. Have a fun day. Ooh. Nice.
So there you can see what the what the set looks like, and that's the live action set, of course. We're gonna get to the stop motion part in a little bit. Now this here is some of what Peter has put together to show what the Nemesis will look like when it takes off. But he told me, of course, that this is all, there's temporary music, and it's all this is not like the final edit, I guess you could say, of this shot or scene. So it's about 39 seconds long. Let's see what it looks like here.
You shouldn't be straining so hard. You keep control out of our remaining jets.
Now, gentlemen, the part you've been waiting to experience. The final ascent through Earth's spherical barrier. Prepare to engage Omega device, Mr. Stratton.
Kind of interesting how even the Nemesis there in certain shots it's like just drawn in like this, but the atmosphere and everything around this drawing, it almost looks like it's realistic just by the I don't know, everything about it just looks amazing, even without the ship in there yet. So it's gonna look really fantastic, I think, when it's all put together. I really like the little camera shakes, and just everything just comes together really well here. Yeah, it's really exciting. So Jason Morrow says, I want one. And also, let's see. Where did I just read that? Well, alright. So, Peter's saying, did I send you the trunk scene? The trunk scene. Yes. And we're going to watch that next. That's what we're going to watch now. This is only 3 minutes long. Now, before I play this, keep in mind that what Peter did here is he was not really on a location. He sort of put this all together using green screen and lots of, I guess maybe Photoshop. I know a lot of After Effects, Photoshop, all kinds of stuff to put all these backgrounds together to make it appear as though everyone is, you know, really in this shot. And I think some of the compositing work here is some of the best I've seen on any film. It just looks amazing. I mean, if you compared this to any of even like Peter Jackson's films, you know, like Lord of the Rings, some of the early Lord of the Rings had like the worst composition that I've ever seen for any film, you know. But nowadays, you know, it's amazing. Just Peter himself is able to take one program and do better than most large studios. So, so let's watch this here. This is only 3 minutes and 2 seconds. Make sure I get the whole thing. There we go. And here we go.
The crash must have been worse than I thought. The crystal's cracked.
Can it be repaired?
No, I'm afraid it can't.
Well, that's it then. We're stuck in this hellhole forever.
Yes, Strapping, we're stuck here, or as long as this death trap permits.
Well, what about the Nemesis? Can we get her up into space
No,
somehow?
we can't break the light barrier without the crystal.
Mr. Stratton, Doctor, come quickly!
That way.
Damn, no key. Of all the things I could have left behind.
Yeah.
Most effective, Mr. Stratton. Ungraceful, but a key nonetheless. Mr. Bradley, check that chest. We won't be thirsty either, providing the contents aren't smashed.
Wait a minute. Why didn't you have this stuff brought up with the Omega device?
I have no idea any of these provisions have been placed on board yet. I had expected that to be done on the day of the actual launch. Ah, good old Mr. Potter. I never thought I'd be glad of his unfailing ability to retain simple instruction.
Oh, red wine, gents.
Alas, there is not much to celebrate. Mr. Bradley, pass for the Omega device if you please. No shards. Can anyone enlighten me as to why a substance just as strong as diamond has cracked before glass has shattered? This repository's pellucid circumference is rendered in glass.
What are you suggesting? That Gridley cracked it?
No, I think it's far worse than that. Those creatures that attacked us are the only sign of intelligent life we've seen thus far. They, I believe, have removed content from the Nemesis in an effort to ascertain what we are. They may very well wish to keep us here.
But what would they want with us? And why destroy the Omega device and not our weapons?
Well, whatever the reason, their intentions are hostile. They've made that clear.
Okay, so there you can kind of get a really good idea for, you know, what it's going to be like when the film is completed, and it's almost reminiscent of something like Krull or something like maybe Dark Crystal, The Dark Crystal, or any of these 80s films where, where's that one scene? Where was it? Here it is. One shot. You know, where you've got this sort of menacing, you know, castle in the background, and everybody's on a journey and everything. It's really just so awesome to see this. And I can't wait till it's done. Look at like the, there's like some carvings here, like face carvings in the back. And I don't know, it just looks awesome though. The sky, the clouds. I don't know. It's pretty cool. So, what do you guys think? So, Randy says very nice music. And I do believe it is temporary, but yeah, it's awesome. It works really well with the action. And Jason said with regard to the Nemesis that the reflection, the window reflection was really nice. I noticed that too. There, it was like when the ship was flying, you could see all the horizon in the plexiglass there and everything. And Gabriel says, I want to watch this so bad. I can make Spanish subtitles for you if you'd like. That's cool. All right, so now here is the final thing I want to show. And this here is one of the monsters from the film. And this is not CG. This is actually a stop motion puppet. And the purpose for this scene was to, I believe, test out the some jiggle on the musculature of this giant monster. So, which is done digitally. So it's partly animated in stop motion, and you know there's some little subtle things done digitally, like I said. And the whole thing is, you know, composited and everything on a computer. So computers are involved, obviously, but the result is just fantastic. So let me make this large screen. Take this off so we can get a good look of what this is like. Wait till that goes away. There we go. Few times, but you can kind of see how amazing this looks already. Very subtle, some motion blur going on in there. You got the laser beams. We've got the little jiggle that happens when he takes a step. We've got the atmosphere, you know, just everything put together just looks so fantastic. And it looks alive, if you ask me. I mean, this just looks like he's really a real creature. And the paint job is sort of reminiscent also to something that maybe Phil Tippett would do. More earthy tones, nothing too bright. You know, something like this, you'd kind of expect a creature like this to have a you know, a color tone that is similar to the environment, you know, through evolution. You know, kind of looks camouflaged in his natural surroundings, and he's got some big teeth here. Yeah, it just looks amazing to me. And so Peter is making sure to mention that everybody knows that Nick Hillegas in Australia was the animator for this, and that the puppet was also built by him as well. Yeah, maybe I could try to find Nick and his what he was doing there. Let me see real quick here. Let's see. Stop Mo Nick. Gonna see if I can find him animating this. And I'm not sure where it is precisely. Let's see. Let me show you guys what I have here on screen. Okay. Let me load it up here. And okay, here it is. And let me also load up your blog as well. Make sure I had that opened. Okay, and let's see if this works. It seems like my internet is a little bit slow again tonight for some reason. Okay. And all right. Let's play it. Nick doing his magic, and Nick is very active on stopmotionanimation.com, and sometimes he pops in here in our live shows as well. So now let's go to Peter's blog, and this is at darkearth2014.blogspot.co.uk, and so you can see it looks like we got some photos, we got some galleries in here. Now unfortunately my screen is, I think it's not loading the way it's supposed to, the blog, but you can see kind of how this works. So here we got some buttons, some really awesome pictures in here. Oops. Oop. What are we doing here? Okay. So you can see we got the poster here, and it says some wonders are best left unknown. Dark Earth. And there's Peter. So very nice. So let me see here. How do I... There we go. So a movie written in 1997, fully being committed to film. A new movie with giant monsters, 2016 UK, USA, using the very best in stop motion photography and backed by the director of The Land That Time Forgot, At the Earth's Core, and Warlords of Atlantis, Kevin Connor. Also well-known industry veterans working on the creature action. Period set science fiction fantasy piece from the film group Rigar, R-I-G-A-R, UK. Also involved Jim Opperelli. And I know I always say his name wrong. Is it Opperell or Opperelli? Man, I always get it wrong. But anyways, known for the work on The Thing, Evil Dead 2, and Planet of Dinosaurs. Written and directed by Peter Montgomery, produced by Vincent Gostini. Original orchestral soundtrack by Rafael Fernandez Viedma, and additional music by Jim C. Pettigrew. So very cool. So if you guys would like to see this, maybe what I'll do is I will post this on our Facebook fan page, which will also get transferred over to Twitter. So if you guys want to keep up to date with what Peter is doing on this project, you can do so here. And Janet says, I want the link to making the puppet. Okay, sure. So you want me to post Nick Hillegas's... Now I think there's one more video that Peter wants me to show here before we wrap up our show. Where is it? Where did it go? All right, Peter, where are you here? Okay. So bear with me, guys. Okay, so this I may need to load up this way. My computer is acting a bit slow. I've got so much stuff loaded up here. Get out of here, you. Get out of there. Yeah, you can see that my computer is being a real pain in the butt right now. I can't get rid of that chat there. Let me see if I can.
Seen here in this live action play,
All right.
Nick Hilligoss.
Let's restart. Right, here we go.
Nick Hilligoss in Australia, one of the animators of the independent feature film Dark Earth, positions one of the many monsters for the movie by way of stop-motion photography. After several images are stored in the camera, the footage is then processed in the United Kingdom to a more contemporary feel. The director of the fantasy, Peter Scott, seen here in this live-action play for the creature, gives his cast an outline of where they need to fire their weapons in order for the final result to mesh with a miniature foam puppet constructed by Nick. The elements are then put together in post-production with some other trickery and the illusion is complete, with the 14-inch high foam rubber creation now seen towering above the period astronauts.
There it is. How awesome is that? So let's see here. Let me do this. So Peter says, yeah, I can download that Nick link and go through it a frame at a time. Works great. Yeah, I don't know if I can do that. Can I do that? Can you step? Oh, I think I can step through it like that. I'm not sure why I got this silly chat thing on the side here. There we go. Get out of there, chat. And then it comes back. What? Well, anyways, I don't think I can do that, unfortunately. And I had to download like an MP4 for that, Peter. Let me see. Yeah, Facebook is bugging right now. It's turn off chat. Let me do that. No. I'm gonna have to fix that. All right. Well, anyway, so I do have to end the show right now. It's past 9 o'clock. But perhaps if Peter wants to show some more of his work on our future shows, we could do so. Of course, he's more than welcome to come on here as a live guest one day if he wants to. But anyway, let me put this on here. So I do want to thank Peter for allowing us to show his awesome project, and also for everybody who showed up tonight to take part in our live chat. Now, if you're new to our chats, our live shows, make sure to visit animateclay.com if you want to join our network, and as well as subscribe and like our videos. And if you want to follow us on Twitter, we post updates and reminders for our live shows and our 5-week challenges on both Twitter and Facebook. So you can find us at Animate Clay on Twitter and at Animate Clay Fan on Facebook. And our intro music was provided by Monster Cat. All right, so thanks very much, everybody. See you guys all next week.